1980, I'm just off on our first for this year. Weather not very warm, but west is better, where we're heading. Place actually within the mountain and are the only runoff from the Eiger Glacier. Well, most impressive. But I was wrong when I said it would be drier in there than out, because the spray made it very wet inside. However, we completed that visit to the falls, and the weather had cleared up when we came out, so we decided that as it was only 30 minutes walk to Lauterbrunnen, we would go that way. We just about got decently started and away from the road along Van der Weg when it started to rain again. And it kept on raining all the way into Lauterbrunnen. As soon as we got to the station, a train marked Interlaken Ost came in, and we thought our luck was in. We climbed aboard, and there the bloody thing sat for half an hour, until 20 to 7. We finally got back to Wilderswil and caught the bus back to the hotel, but we were about a quarter of an hour late for dinner. I had previously telephoned them to let them know though. Tonight is shower night, and we're not going to do anything else other than read a book, and tomorrow we're going to have a day off as well, apart from going down to the garage to see if there's anything news about the spanners. Friday the 20th, walked down to Interlaken to buy some food and shufti for the presents, and then we called at the garage and picked up the spanners. Later on we wandered up through the woods heading for the Interlaken West Station, and then we spent the rest of the afternoon strolling along the canal banks and river banks towards the lake. After dinner we went and sat in the lounge and jawed. Temperature in Interlaken this afternoon was 28 degrees centigrade around about 5 o'clock. Quite a nice day all round, although there was some cloud in the sky. Friday the 21st, the morning has dawned clear and bright with no clouds in the sky. The best morning we've had so far. Today we're going to consider a trip to Thun on the steamer, calling at the Beatus Caves on the way. Time now 8:22, just had our breakfast. We caught the 9:37 steamer to Thun, got to Beatusholen after about half an hour, paid a visit to the caves, which entailed a very steep climb up the side of the hill. In the caves, took about 2 kilometres, 50 minutes journey. Quite impressive, but not exploited to their full potential. Caught the next steamer to Thun, where there was a big market on, and we walked round some of the town, had a cup of tea, and then finally caught the train back to Interlaken and arrived here round about 6:40. It's been a real scorcher of a day, with the temperature I would think in the low 90s. It was quite pleasant on the steamer, and although there have been clouds around the mountains, these don't seem to have affected the general atmosphere at all much. Now we're both going to try and rush in a cold shower before tea, or dinner as the case may be. Sunday the 22nd, going on the Three Passes tour today. The weather is fine and clear. The time is now 20 to 8. Just had a breakfast. Looks like another scorcher coming. Maximum temp in Wilderswil yesterday was 33 degrees centigrade after 14.5 the night before. Time 6 p.m. and we've just got back to the hotel from the Three Passes tour. A grand day was had by all. Some very impressive scenery, very careful drive, and really a wonderful day. Just about finished up my last film, 1 or 2 to go now, and that's it. Temperature in Andermatt at dinner time was registering 30 on the government weather station. station temperature thermometer, but at times it seemed to be higher. Monday the 23rd, our last full day. Dawn clear and bright, sunny, with every prospect of another hot sunny day. After a slow start we wandered into Interlaken and went up the Harder Kulm. Got up there about dinner time, had a snack and went for a walk along the top of the ridge. Got back to the Harder Kulm hotel where we had banana split ice creams, very nice indeed, and a cup of tea. And then as the weather was beginning to cloud up a bit and looked as though there might be a storm, we decided to go down. Walked back to the hotel via the main drag from the east station and saw a very nice clock in one of the shops there, and inquiring the price at 1,030 francs, decided it might be possible to buy this at some future time. Got back to the hotel about 6 o'clock and it was just beginning to rain again, and at the moment there is one hell of a storm going on. It's absolutely chucking it down. We're not particularly worried though, as it may clear the air for our journey tomorrow. 7:15 and the storm is still raging, howling like hell. Perhaps you can hear it. Last day and it's certainly fresher, but there's a lot of cloud about. In fact, you can't see the Jungfrau at all this morning. Hard luck for those that are staying here. We're on our way now, just packed up our cases. Time's 9:20, just hoping to get strolled down into Interlaken with Colin. Weather brightening up all the time. Turned out quite fine and sunny round about dinner time. Colin left us to go back to the hotel because his takeoff from there was 12:20. We had another hour or so. Journey home, everything went quite well, and we got indoors about 10 to 9. It's now 11 o'clock. We've unpacked most of the stuff and the place looks like a bit of a mess. As was to be expected when we got back to England, London in particular, the cloud cover was pretty complete, and the weather is not as warm anywhere near as it was in Spain, in Switzerland. All in all, quite a good holiday, and we might go back again if we win the pools.